Ladies, let me tell you something right off the bat. There is nothing more powerful than a woman who knows her worth. I'm talking about a woman who walks into a room and people feel her presence not because she's loud, but because she radiates a confidence that can't be ignored. You see, being highly attractive isn't just about your looks. It's deeper. It's about energy. It's about character. It's about the way you carry yourself through life. And today I'm going to break it down for you. 8 clear signs that you, my sister, are a highly attractive woman. Sign number 1, you value yourself. Now, pay close attention because this is the foundation of everything else in your life. You see, your time, your energy, your attention, and your love. These are not cheap commodities. They are precious. And if you don't treat them like the treasures they are, no one else will. Highly attractive women understand this instinctively. They don't give away what is sacred to just anyone. They don't let people dictate their worth or diminish the value of their presence. Think about it for a second. How many women settle for scraps? How many give their love freely to people who can't even appreciate it? Highly attractive women are different. They understand that their love is not a convenience, it's a gift, and gifts are not meant for people who don't understand their value. You know that, and you act accordingly. You don't waste your energy on someone who doesn't notice your worth. You don't beg for someone's attention, affection, or approval. You walk in your power because you know that anyone who tries to take you for granted is not worthy of your presence. Valuing yourself also means you don't compromise your standards. You know the difference between compromise and settling. Compromise is healthy. Settling is dangerous. When you value yourself, you refuse to settle for less than you deserve in every area of your life, relationships, friendships, work, even your own personal goals. You understand that your energy is sacred and you protect it fiercely. When someone shows you who they are through their actions, you listen and you respond accordingly. You don't try to change them. You don't waste your energy trying to make someone see your value. You simply rise above it. That is power. That is magnetic energy. Highly attractive women know that walking away is not a sign of weakness. It's a declaration of strength. It takes courage to leave situations, relationships, or even friendships that no longer serve your growth. But when you do, you send a message, I know my worth, and I refuse to let anyone undervalue me. This is not arrogance, it's self-respect. And self-respect is the most attractive quality a woman can possess. Because when you value yourself, others are naturally drawn to you. People instinctively want to be near someone who respects themselves because they know that energy is rare and powerful. And here's the truth that many women forget. Valuing yourself doesn't mean you are unloving or that you are cold. It means you are wise. It means you understand that love without respect is not love at all. It means you are selective with your heart because you know it is sacred. It means you won't waste your life trying to win over someone who doesn't see the treasure in front of them. When you value yourself, you no longer chase validation because you carry it within. You are worthy of loyalty, kindness, and love. And anyone who cannot meet you there, they're simply not meant for your journey. So my sister, take this to heart. Valuing yourself is not optional. It is essential. It is the first step to building the life you deserve, the love you want, the respect you demand, the confidence that makes people stop and take notice when you walk into a room. Protect your energy, honor your heart, and never apologize for knowing your worth. That, my sister, is true power. Sign number 2, you carry yourself with confidence. Now, let me break this down for you because confidence is not just a word, it's a way of life, a force. an energy that people feel the moment you step into a room. Confidence is magnetic. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't need to. It simply exists, and people are naturally drawn to it. Highly attractive women understand this instinctively. They don't walk around seeking approval or validation from others. They know who they are. They embrace their strengths and their flaws alike because they understand that both make them unique, both make them whole, and both make them beautiful. Think about it. When you enter a room, do you shrink in the corner, hoping someone will notice you? Or do you walk with your head held high, shoulders back, heart open, and energy that says, I belong here? Highly attractive women always choose the latter. They know that their presence alone is enough. They don't need to be louder than anyone else. They don't need to boast about their achievements. And they don't need to conform to what society says a woman should be. Their confidence radiates naturally. And that, my sister, is magnetic. Confidence also means being unapologetically yourself. The world is full of voices telling you to change. Your hair, your style, your ambitions, your choices, even your personality. Highly attractive women hear those voices, but they don't allow them to dictate their worth. They honor themselves first. They understand that trying to fit someone else's mold only dims their light. And a woman whose light shines unapologetically, that is irresistible. People notice, people respect. People want to be near that energy. Another crucial element of confidence is self-trust. Highly attractive women trust themselves. They trust their instincts, their decisions, and their judgment. When someone doubts them or challenges them, they don't immediately second guess. They pause, evaluate, and respond from a place of self-assuredness. Confidence is knowing that even if you fail, you have the strength, wisdom, and resilience to rise again. That energy is profoundly attractive because it signals independence, power, and stability. No one wants to chase someone who wavers in their own convictions. Confidence also changes the way you interact with others. When you carry yourself with confidence, people treat you differently. You no longer accept disrespect or settle for less than you deserve. You set boundaries without guilt. You communicate clearly and stand firm in your values. Your energy naturally draws the right people toward you, people who appreciate your light rather than dimming it. And the more you carry yourself with this kind of authentic confidence, the easier it becomes to live life on your terms. So, my sister, let me remind you, confidence is not about perfection. It's about owning every part of yourself, the parts that shine, the parts that stumble, the parts that make you uniquely you. Highly attractive women don't ask for permission to exist in their fullness. They step into their lives boldly, knowing that their presence is powerful. And trust me, when you walk with confidence, you don't just move through the world, you command it. Remember this, confidence is your crown. Wear it every day. Walk with it. Speak with it. Let it radiate in your smile, your posture, your words, and your actions. When you carry yourself with confidence, my sister, the world can't help but notice, respect, and admire the incredible woman you are. Sign number 3, you have emotional intelligence. Now listen carefully, because this is one of the most powerful qualities a highly attractive woman can possess. Emotional intelligence is more than just understanding your own feelings. It's about understanding people, situations, and the subtle dance of human interaction. Highly attractive women don't just react, they respond. They know when to speak and when to listen, when to act, and when to step back. This is not a skill you're born with. It's a mastery you cultivate, and it's what sets unforgettable women apart from those who are merely pretty down. For you, emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. You know yourself. You know your triggers, your passions, your strengths, and your weaknesses. You understand what makes you happy, what drains your energy, and what you will and will not tolerate. Because you know yourself, you don't allow emotions to control you. You control your emotions. You don't lash out when something doesn't go your way. You don't cry over someone who doesn't value you. You remain grounded. And when you are grounded, people notice. They feel your calm energy, your steady presence, and your strength that is magnetic. But emotional intelligence isn't just about knowing yourself. It's about understanding others. Highly attractive women can read a room. They notice the subtle cues, the tone of voice, the body language, the pauses, and the hidden messages. You understand that people are complex beings with fears, insecurities, and histories that shape their behavior. Because of this awareness, you don't waste your energy on games, manipulation, or petty power struggles. You don't need to create drama to feel important. You approach interactions with wisdom and grace, and people are drawn to that. Men notice it. Women notice it. Your presence becomes soothing, yet commanding. You radiate a calm strength that others want to be near. Empathy is another crucial part of emotional intelligence. Highly attractive women have the rare ability to feel deeply without losing themselves in the emotions of others. You can connect with someone's pain without absorbing it. You can celebrate someone's joy without jealousy. You respond, not react. You lift people up, not pull them down. And let me tell you, that kind of energy is unforgettable. In a world full of chaos, confusion, and people who only think of themselves, a woman who can navigate life with compassion, insight, and clarity stands out like a lighthouse in a storm. Finally, emotional intelligence is the glue that holds relationships together. Whether it's friendships, family, or romantic partnerships, your ability to manage emotions, communicate effectively, and empathize deeply ensures that connections are meaningful and lasting. Women who possess emotional intelligence are not easily shaken by drama or insecurity. They inspire trust and admiration because people know that their hearts, their words, and their actions come from a place of wisdom. So, my sister, remember this: emotional intelligence is your secret weapon. It's what transforms pretty into unforgettable. It's what makes you a woman who not only shines, but illuminates the lives of everyone around her. When you understand yourself, manage your emotions, and respond with grace, you don't just attract people, you inspire them. That, my sister, is true power. Sign number 4, you take care of yourself. Now listen carefully, because this is not just about brushing your hair or putting on makeup. Yes, appearance matters, but being a highly attractive woman goes far beyond the surface. It's about investing in yourself on every level, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It's about showing up for yourself every single day and honoring the incredible woman you are. Let's start with your mind. Highly attractive women feed their brains with knowledge, insight, and growth. They read, they learn, they explore new ideas, and they challenge themselves to think bigger, do better, and rise higher. When you take care of your mind, you become interesting, confident, and capable. People are drawn to a woman who has wisdom, who can hold a conversation that sparks curiosity and inspiration. You are magnetic because your intelligence is a reflection of your self-respect. When you nurture your mind, you show that you value yourself enough to grow beyond limitations. Next, let's talk about your body. Highly attractive women understand that their physical health is part of their power. They move, they exercise, they eat to nourish, not punish themselves. Self-care for your body is a declaration. I respect myself and I honor the temple that carries me through this life. When you invest in your health, it shows in your energy, your posture, your smile, and your vitality. People notice it, even if they can't put it into words. A woman who moves through life with strength, grace, and energy radiates beauty from the inside out. But taking care of yourself doesn't stop at your mind and body. It extends to your spirit and emotional well-being. Highly attractive women know that they must nurture their inner world because it determines the quality of their outer world. You meditate, reflect, pray, or spend quiet moments alone to recharge. You surround yourself with positive influences and remove toxic energy from your life. When you respect your own emotional and spiritual needs, you are no longer dependent on others to complete you. You are whole, you are centered, and you are unstoppable. Self-care also sends a clear message to the world. You will not settle for less than you deserve. A woman who prioritizes her growth and her well-being signals to others that she respects herself and expects the same in return. You don't allow people to drain your energy, demean your spirit, or take advantage of your generosity. Instead, you attract people and opportunities that match your energy, your ambition, and your values. That, my sister, is irresistible. Remember this: taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's sacred, it's not indulgent, it's essential. Every book you read, every workout you complete, every quiet moment you take to center yourself is an investment in your power, your magnetism, and your future. A woman who shows up for herself every day is a woman who can show up fully for the people and opportunities she deserves. So my sister, make a promise today: invest in yourself. Nourish your mind, honor your body, and feed your spirit. Protect your energy and prioritize your growth. When you take care of yourself, you don't just shine. You command the room, you inspire respect, and you become truly irresistible. That, my sister, is the power of a woman who honors herself. Sign number 5, you have boundaries and you enforce them. Now listen closely, because this is where many women stumble without even realizing it. Highly attractive women understand that boundaries are not just rules, they are the foundation of self-res. Pet, they are the invisible armor that protects your energy, your heart, and your peace. You see, when you know your limits and enforce them, you're sending a message to the world: I value myself, and I will not allow anyone to treat me otherwise. Let's be real for a moment. Life is full of people who will test you, take advantage of your kindness, or push past your limits. Highly attractive women have learned the hard way that saying yes to everything or tolerating disrespect leads to burnout, heartbreak, and regret. That's why boundaries are essential. They are your shield. They are not walls to shut people out, but gates that let in only what serves your growth, your joy, and your energy. Setting boundaries starts with clarity. You must know exactly what you will and will not tolerate. It could be how someone speaks to you, how they treat your time, how they honor commitments, or how they respond to your love and care. Highly attractive women are crystal clear on these rules, not because they are rigid or unkind, but because they understand that their energy is sacred. And once you have that clarity, enforcing your boundaries is the next step. This is where many women falter, but not the highly attractive ones. You enforce your limits with calm authority, not anger or drama. You don't beg, you don't plead, and you don't justify. You simply act in alignment with your values. That is true strength. Let's talk about consequences. Highly attractive women don't waste their energy trying to change people who disrespect them. They know that not everyone is capable of honoring their worth. And that's okay. You don't cry over someone who doesn't appreciate you. You don't grovel for attention, love, or respect. You walk away when someone crosses the line because your energy is too valuable to give to someone who cannot see it. Boundaries are not a punishment to others. They are a declaration to yourself that your peace, self-respect, and joy matter more than temporary approval or validation. Here's the beauty of this. My sister, a woman who enforces her boundaries commands respect. People notice when you stand firm. They are drawn to your strength and integrity because they can feel that your energy is not up for grabs. Boundaries don't make you unloving or unkind. They make you powerful, magnetic, and unforgettable. When you honor yourself first, you inspire others to do the same. So take this truth to heart. Boundaries are not optional. They are essential. They protect your energy, your heart, and your soul. They ensure that the people and opportunities you attract are aligned with your worth. Highly attractive women don't apologize for their boundaries. They embrace them. They walk with dignity, grace, and authority, knowing that their standards are non-negotiable. And when you enforce your boundaries, my sister, you don't just survive. You thrive. You don't just exist. You command admiration. That, my sister, is real power. Sign number 6, you're genuinely kind, but not desperate to please. Now, let me tell you something that too many women get wrong. Kindness is not weakness. Being kind does not mean being a doormat. It doesn't mean that you allow people to walk all over you, take advantage of you, or disrespect your time and energy. Highly attractive women understand this clearly. They are compassionate and generous, but they are never desperate to please. Their kindness is intentional. It's a reflection of their character, not a mask for insecurity or a strategy to gain approval. Let's break this down. Too often, people confuse being nice with being a pushover. There's a big difference. Highly attractive women know the difference instinctively. They are warm, loving, and generous, but they also know when to say no, vacay. Now that their energy is precious, and they will not give it away to someone who doesn't deserve it. This is what separates women who are unforgettable from women who are simply agreeable. People notice the difference because energy speaks louder than words. When your kindness is genuine, when it flows from a place of integrity rather than fear of rejection, it becomes magnetic. Highly attractive women give without expecting anything in return. They don't perform acts of kindness to be liked or to manipulate someone into loving them. They give because it's who they are. They lift others up because it resonates with their spirit, not because they are trying to earn validation. This type of energy is rare in a world where so many people operate from self-interest or insecurity. And it is precisely this energy that draws people in like a magnet. Friends, colleagues, romantic partners, they are naturally drawn to women whose generosity comes from strength rather than neediness. Being kind without being desperate to please also means you set healthy emotional boundaries. You understand that you cannot control how people respond to your kindness, and you don't bend over backward to make others happy at the expense of your own peace. Highly attractive women recognize that their own well-being must come first. They know that pleasing everyone is a trap and it never leads to fulfillment. Instead, they focus on being authentic, compassionate, and generous while maintaining self-respect. That balance is incredibly powerful. And here's the truth. Kindness like this is a superpower. It's a force that uplifts everyone around you. People want to be near someone who makes them feel seen, valued, and supported. But at the same time, people respect someone who knows her worth and refuses to compromise her integrity. Highly attractive women master this delicate balance. They are loving, but they are never at the mercy of anyone else's ego. So, my sister, remember this. Being kind is not a weakness, it's a strength. Being generous is not about seeking approval, it's about expressing your true self. When you give from a place of confidence and integrity, your energy becomes magnetic. People are drawn to you because your spirit uplifts them, not because they need to take advantage of you. And that, my sister, is the kind of energy that makes a woman unforgettable, irresistible, and powerful. Sign number 7, you know how to enjoy life and have fun. Let me tell you something, sisters. There's a magnetic energy that comes from a woman who truly knows how to live and enjoy herself. I'm not talking about flashy displays or constantly seeking attention. I'm talking about a woman whose joy comes from within, a woman who laughs easily, dances without caring if anyone's watching, and takes genuine pleasure in the small, everyday moments. This is a kind of energy that people can't help but notice, admire, and want to be around. Life is far too short to walk around with a frown, weighed down by worry, or paralyzed by what other people think. Highly attractive women understand this truth deeply. They know that happiness is a choice, a mindset, and a lifestyle. They don't wait for the perfect circumstances or for someone else to allow them to be joyful. They create their own joy. They create their own joy. They savor the little wins, celebrate the small victories, and find delight in ordinary moments, the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, a walk in the park, a song that makes them dance. That energy, my sister, is magnetic. There's something undeniably alluring about a woman who laughs freely. Laughter is contagious. It breaks down walls. It lightens moods. When you laugh, when you genuinely enjoy yourself, people want to be around you. They feel drawn to your energy because it's authentic, warm, and uplifting. Highly attractive women know that this kind of joy is not frivolous. It's powerful. It signals confidence, self-contentment, and emotional freedom. People are attracted to happiness because happiness feels good, and a woman who carries happiness wherever she goes. She's unstoppable. Having fun and embracing joy also signals a kind of fearlessness. Highly attractive women are not weighed down by social pressure, judgment, or the need to conform. They take risks in life, not reckless risks, but bold, liberating ones. They travel, try new things, speak their minds, and pursue experiences that make their hearts sing. Their joy is not performative. It is authentic, and it radiates outward. People notice the difference. You can see the sparkle in her eyes, the spring in her step, the ease in her laughter. That is irresistible energy, and it comes from a woman who refuses to dim her light for anyone. Sisters, here's a truth to hold on to. Never apologize for your happiness. Never shrink your joy to make others comfortable. Highly attractive women know that their happiness is a superpower. It inspires, uplifts, and attracts the right people and opportunities. When you live fully, embrace life, and take pleasure in your own journey, you become magnetic in a way that nothing else can replicate. So, embrace life, laugh loudly, dance wildly, and savor every beautiful moment. Happiness is not a luxury, it's a choice, and it's one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal. When you know how to enjoy life and have fun, you don't just survive, you thrive. And let me tell you, my sister, people notice that energy, that joy, that confidence, that unshakable zest for life. That is what makes you truly unforgettable. And finally, sign number 8, you are unapologetically ambitious. Let me tell you something. Sisters, ambition is magnetic. It is the engine that drives a woman toward her dreams, her goals, and the life she deserves. Highly attractive women are not content to drift through life or wait for someone else to create opportunities. For them, they have vision. They have purpose. They know exactly what they want, and they are willing to put in the work to achieve it. This is power, and power is undeniably attractive. Ambition is not something to apologize for. Some people might try to make you feel guilty for dreaming big, for wanting more, or for refusing to settle. They might say, "Don't be too much," or "Why do you need all that?" But here's the truth. Your ambition does not make you too much. It makes you more confident, more focused, more magnetic. A woman who knows her worth and is unafraid to pursue her goals is a woman who commands respect. She inspires others. She lights up rooms not just with her beauty, but with her drive, her fire, and her vision. Highly attractive women don't shrink to make others comfortable. They don't dim their light to avoid intimidating someone else. They know that the right people, those who are meant to support, love, and grow alongside them, will cheer for their success. And the wrong people, they'll step aside, because ambition exposes who is capable of keeping up and who isn't. Ambition, confidence, emotional intelligence, and self-respect together create a combination that is lethal in the best way possible. People can feel it, and they cannot ignore it. Being ambitious also means having the courage to take risks. Highly attractive women don't wait for perfect timing or a perfect scenario. They move boldly, knowing that every step, even the missteps, are part of their growth. They invest in themselves, their skills, and their dreams. They surround themselves with people who uplift, challenge, and inspire them. And when obstacles appear, they don't collapse. They rise, learn, and keep going. That persistence, that grit, that unwavering belief in yourself, my sister, that's irresistible. Ambition is also about standards. Highly attractive women will not settle for someone who doesn't match their vision, who is unwilling to grow, or who cannot meet them at their level of self-respect and purpose. They understand that love, friendship, and partnership should lift them higher, not weigh them down. Their ambition is a filter, a magnet, and a beacon all at once. It draws the right people, opportunities, and experiences, and it repels anyone who cannot rise to meet it. So sisters, embrace your ambition. Speak your dreams out loud. Chase them relentlessly. Celebrate your wins. Learn from your losses. And never apologize for wanting more. Your goals, your vision, and your drive are part of what makes you unforgettable. Highly attractive women are remembered, not just for their beauty, but for their fire, their passion, and their refusal to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Remember this, ambition is not selfish. It is sacred. It is your blueprint for the life you deserve. When you combine it with confidence, emotional intelligence, kindness, joy, and self-respect, you create a woman who is unstoppable, magnetic, and unforgettable. That, my sister, is true power. Ladies, now that we've explored the 8 clear signs of a highly attractive woman, let me leave you with this. Your worth, your power, and your magnetism are already within you. You are not defined by someone else's approval, by society's standards, or by the limits others try to place on you. You value yourself, carry yourself with confidence, master your emotions, and take care of your mind, body, and spirit. You enforce your boundaries, give kindness without desperation, embrace joy, and pursue your dreams with unapologetic ambition. When you live fully in these truths, you don't just attract attention, you command respect, admiration, and love. You don't chase validation, you radiate it. The world cannot help but notice a woman who knows her worth and refuses to settle. So stand tall, sisters. Walk boldly and shine unapologetically. Your power is your legacy, and your light will inspire everyone around you.